I'm Jen, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Roland Sands Petaluma women's jacket. Now, this is a jacket that definitely has those kind of trucker or worker vibe to it with that collar and all the snap buttons on it. So if you're looking for that kind of fashion forward sense in your riding jacket, one you might want to take a closer look at. The Petaluma we also consider to be a 2 to 3 season riding jacket for your cooler months of riding. So it's going to have some direct vents to help with a little bit of airflow, but generally speaking, it's not super breathable like a mesh, etc. So we recommend it for mild seasons of like spring, fall, and you can probably stretch this into your summer a little bit. Now, as we talk about protection aspects of the Petaluma, it does meet CEAA abrasion resistance ratings, and it comes with CE1 armor included. Now, the Petaluma prices in around $395, pretty pricey for this kind of, we call it a riding shirt styling, so just bear that in mind. But of course, it's going to ship to you for free, and as always, our price match policy is in place to guarantee you the lowest price available. So let's talk sizing. Kelly joins us today and she has a 36-inch bust, and right now she's wearing a size medium of the Petaluma. According to the sizing chart, this is a true to size fit, so order the size you would normally wear. So let's dive into all the different features of the Petaluma. We're going to take you up top. It has this kind of classic corduroy collar here, really cool styling, and I want to point out it does have this snap under here, so you could go ahead and snap that so it's not like flapping around on your ride and really annoying you. Now, coming into the main entryway, it has that classic button overlay, so it's going to maintain that styling of the trucker worker shirt, but there is a zipper underneath that. We're going to see that in just a moment, so a little bit more ease of use day to day. As we look at the pockets, you do have your usual zip down pockets on either side. Then of course, to maintain that styling of the worker shirt, you're gonna have 2 top loading flap button pockets here. And they are usable, there are little pockets in there, just be aware they're a little bit short and shallow. So a little bit more like styling, but you definitely fit some small items there as well. Now, when it comes to main construction materials of the Petaluma, what you're seeing here is a poly nylon twill. It has a nice woven look to it, a nice feel, and it does have a DWR coating for some water resistant properties. Now, to meet that CEAA abrasion resistance rating that they have on this jacket, there's 1000 D reinforcements in key areas to meet that safety rating. And of course, the Petaluma does come with CE1 armor as well. Looks like this guy, it's the SAS-TEC CE1 armor. Very thin, very pliable, it goes in the shoulder and the elbow, and it's hardly noticeable when you have this jacket on. And before we move on to another view, I want to point out one of these direct vents is right here in the biceps. You can unzip that to get a little bit of airflow coming in to that armpit area, which could get a little sweaty, so that's a nice placement there to get some air rushing in the jacket. All right, Kelly, if you could turn to the side view for us. In the side view, I just want to point out the general cut and pattern of this jacket. It's pretty neutral, so it should work across a variety of riding positions. There is this shoulder gusset here to help with the mobility of the sleeve of the jacket, so that's good to see. And then at the bottom, we'll see this again on the back, another direct vent to help get some perspiration out of the jacket. Kelly, if you could turn to the back for us. So in the back view, you could just get another good look at that rollover corduroy collar up top. I want to point out you can opt to add in a back protector if you so choose. One little personal nitpick of mine, I do love to see a subtle hit of reflectivity somewhere on the back of a jacket, but the Petaluma's not having any of that. It's very focused on its authentic styling. So if you want some reflective properties, probably not happening in this jacket. Moving on down, here are the 2 vent zippers I told you about, so you could unzip those in your hotter months of riding and get some perspiration escaping the Petaluma. And then there is a drop tail, just a slight drop tail here at the bottom of the jacket. All right, Kelly, if you could turn to the front and unzip for us. Now, as is typical as we see in Roland Sands, there's a lot of good styling cues and eyes to detail on the inside interior of the jacket. What you're going to see here is like a satin poly quilted finish, and it feels really good taking this jacket on and off. I would say it makes the jacket run a little bit hot though, so just be aware. You can't remove this liner, it's always going to be in there, so just keep that in mind. When we look at either side, you have 2 generous top-loading stash pockets here. You could stuff a lot in there. And one of my personal favorites is the easy access Napoleon pocket that is waterproof. So it's got that welded zipper, and you're going to be able to put in your cell phone, other valuables, and keep them nice and dry in the ride in case you encounter some rain. One last little nitpick about this jacket, no connections of any kind, so you don't really have the option to connect it to a pair of pants if that was something you're looking for. All right, Kelly, if you could go ahead and zip up for us, please. And so that's going to do it. That's your long and short, all about the Roland Sands Petaluma women's jacket. Again, this is a jacket that has that worker vibe and look and feel to it, but it's backing it up with some pretty good protective qualities, such as CEAA abrasion resistance ratings, and of course the CE1 armor. And it's going to be good for your 2 to 3 seasons of riding. Now, if you have more questions, hit the info button on your desktop or mobile device. It'll redirect you to the product page where you see other colorways. It comes in a couple of colorways and more reviews from riders like yourself. And if you have even more questions, give our customer service a call. They're going to be happy to help you find a riding jacket that best suits your needs. All right, well, thanks for hanging out with Kelly and I as we take a closer look at the Roland Sands Petaluma women's jacket. I'm Jen. Keep it on 2.